When did you become Ron? Because the metamorphose just worked.
Right. Well, there's the the physical transformation was part of what helped me get into seeing Ron from the inside out. And for all intents and purposes, that was easy because I said, I got to do it. And if I don't get down to that weight, I would be embarrassed. I wouldn't be doing my job. So that was sort of easy because I was going to do it.
Was it that easy?
Yeah, I mean, I had controlled meals. I stayed in. I was a hermit. I didn't go meet people at my favorite restaurant and sit there and look at food and want it, So my family allows me to fully commit to something and not look in the rearview mirror. So it was great to have that sort of. Gave me a journey to be on for probably it was 6 months for me. So when I got his diary was a biggie for me though.
Okay.
When I got his diary, that's when I got the monologue of Ron Woodruff, which allowed me to then have a dialogue and behave as Ron Woodruff. Because that's where got insight to what was going through his head Friday night at 10 o'clock when he didn't have a date. Okay. Monday morning at 10 o'clock when no one had called for him to go on a job yet. When, a guy who was kind of looking for some purpose in life, trying to walk the line and have a job, but he wasn't making any money, he wasn't getting the call. And so when I heard this guy and the way he thought, not necessarily as much the way he talked about himself in retrospect, which I had from the tapes. A lot of video of him would be him talking about himself. Now, we talk about ourselves differently than we sit alone. So when I got into who he was in his years before he had gotten HIV, that is when I got the monologue. And the monologue allows the dialogue.
Would you say there's a Matthew McConaughey before Dallas Buyers Club and Matthew McConaughey after, the way we're going to perceive you? You wanted, in a way, to change this image of the beautiful guy.
No, it wasn't about changing anything, and it wasn't about. Thank you for calling me beautiful guy. It wasn't about. There's been zero. Let's go run away from something. This is all part of the same path. There's not a before and now I'm a different man after it, any more than who I am in my own life. I don't put a demarcation on things like that. I don't believe that to be true. If that's true in a perception, well then so be it. But I see it as just part of an evolution.
What was easy for you is the accent, the Texan accent. It's part of you. The first time Jean-Marc met you, he told me he didn't understand what you said.
I didn't understand much that he said either. This is part of why he and I get along well, too, I think.
How was he?
Well, we malaprop, he and I both. I would have certain jokes that are slang, and he wouldn't get them. And I'd be like, he didn't get that? And I'd have to go explain it. He'd go, like, oh, so they're colloquialisms. And Ron had a lot of them.
Yeah.
So I would have to go like, there's something in there, there's a scene there about, I got $20 and a Texaco card. Well, I went and explained to him how funny that is because a Texaco card is a gasoline card. And if you don't have much money, you have all your only credit card's a gas card. And so you get gas, but you get a 6-pack of beer on there too. And that's known not only in the South, but all over. If you don't have much money and you have a gas card, and that's your only credit card, you try and get everything you can on that besides just gas. And it's sort of when you don't have any money, when you're kind of poor. So there's a lot of colloquialisms that I would throw in that would be true for coming out of Ron's mouth. And Ron had a lot of himself that I would explain to Jean-Marc. Then this is what that sort of means.
Did Jean-Marc give you some Quebec slang also? No?
I'm sure he did. I mean, Jean-Marc probably, Jean-Marc could say a lot about me. Him and Eve, Steve P, one of the great things was they would speak French behind the camera. So I felt like I was on an island, and it was comfortable because I didn't know what they were saying, and I don't know. It made me very comfortable. The musicality of how they would speak, and I didn't know what the hell they were saying. They could have been talking shit on me. I don't know, but I didn't know what they were saying. That was actually relaxing for me.
Thank you very much. I'm going to just finish by saying "t'es sacoche," meaning you're real. T'es sacoche.
Des sacoches.
T'es vraiment sacoche, Matthew McConaughey. That's a Quebec slang. Thank you.